Hey, welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. This is our favorite segment, the cooking. Always great to have chefs on the show, and I have with me Chef Joey Pesner with the Homestead and Zermatt Resorts. Joey, thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Nice to have you here again, and you're actually showing us a dish that is part of the National Institute of Health and Fitness program that we're talking about during the show this morning, right?
I am.
Yeah, and so this dish, and you've been collaborating with the founders, Mark and Vicki Sorensen, with the specific meals that participants and guests will be eating throughout the day, you know, snacks and meals. So this is one of those that you guys are doing.
This is one of them. This is actually a test run. I've never done this before.
But, so this is your first time?
But this is my first time, but this is what's fun about this is
nice.
Dr. Mark and Vicki, they bring so much to the program, so I'm learning a lot of things, and we're doing the balance of using all the things they're bringing to the table and then trying to develop the program even further. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, what are we making today?
We're going to do quinoa salad.
Okay.
With that, we're going to do some kale with fennel and oranges, and then we're going to do a saffron and citrus dressing to go with it.
All right.
And on my table, there's no butter, there's no oil. We're just going to try to maximize with the vegetables of the season, a lot of fresh herbs to pull some more flavor. This will be feel-good food. It'll make you feel great. It'll be delicious, and you won't miss anything.
So it still tastes good, but it makes you feel good without having that, you know, sugar drop after or the sugar high than the drop, I guess, after you've eaten something.
Absolutely.
So, well, let's get started. What's the first thing we do?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the dressing. Okay. You want to help?
Yes, I would love to help. What do I do?
In this dish, I've got just some fennel seeds. Okay. And this is a very hot pan. We're going to add the fennel seeds, and we just want to toast them. So to toast them, actually it's going fast. You can hear them. They're going. And I'm going to add a little saffron. Okay. And some orange juice. Oh, stand back. Stand back.
We're good.
Hot pan. It's supposed to happen like that.
So you have your saffron, your fennel seeds, and then the orange juice in there as well. And this is all part of the dressing.
This is part of the dressing. This is gonna be it pretty much.
And this is a very healthy dressing.
It is. It's you get all your vitamin C from the orange juice, and you get all your flavor from the fennel seeds. Fennel and oranges are buddies. They go together.
What are fennel seeds? Where?
It's a seed from the fennel bulb.
Okay, what's a fennel? I'm asking because I don't know, and you may not know either.
It looks almost like a little onion that grows above the ground, and it has the long green stalks.
So that's what we have in there. Cool.
And fennel's been used for thousands of years. It's a really good vegetable. It's got great fiber. It's good for the stomach, digestive things, and everything. So
very good.
It's a good thing to have in your diet.
All right. So what's next?
Okay. Well, that one's cooking along.
And you have this as medium, I see, right?
Right.
Is what that's going at for a little bit?
The number one thing you want to start really with a really hot pan to really toast those fennel seeds well, because that's going to give all you smelled it instantly.
It needs to be hot right off to get those going. Okay.
Absolutely. And the saffron is just it'll add some flavor, but it'll make us a nice bright sauce in the end.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to just get the ingredients together for the quinoa. This is the quinoa. It's almost becoming trendy, but the fact is, quinoa is one of the people have been eating it longer than anything in recorded history. Since the beginning of food, people have been eating quinoa in abundance. One of the reasons is it's really high in protein. So if you eat a lot of vegetables in your diet, this is a really good addition. It's got, I guess you could give it some flavor characteristics, but for the most part, it tastes like whatever you put with it. So it's a very neutral food. But
I guess you'd call it like a rice.
It's similar, right? And you could substitute out. You could substitute out rice, or barley, or wheat berries, any of those things. But it's a really good thing to eat. And this one, to cook it, it's 2 parts of water to 1 part of quinoa. You boil it for about 15 minutes, it's done.
All right.
And you can have extra, keep it in your fridge, turn it into soup, whatever you want to do. In this dish here, I've got some cabbage, some asparagus, and these are some green beans that I just cut down to look like, they almost look like peas, but just trying to keep our vegetables a little more uniform.
All right. So how many servings does this make that we are doing right now?
I'd say this will be probably enough for 2 people for a good hearty lunch.
Okay, so this is for 2. So if you wanted to make bigger, so it looks like you had just like a handful of both of those.
Yeah, just a
all
handful
3 of those
of both
things.
of those.
Okay.
I've got some tomatoes here that are just diced up. And for seasoning purposes, we're going to use just a little bit of lime juice.
What I noticed is lime is so nice to add to anything. I started adding it to my smoothies without adding anything like extra sugary, and it really it's just as good if you were to add like a sugary like fruit juice to your smoothie.
Absolutely.
Limes are a good thing to put in instead of something that's not as healthy. So yeah, I like the limes.
Okay, I've got just some spring onions here, sliced. Those go in. And in here, we've got chives. Everyone's starting their garden, so this will give you something to do. Chives, I've got some, this is just some sliced mint.
Okay. So chives, mint, and what's that last one?
This is sweet basil. So by incorporating all these herbs,
oh my gosh, I can smell that.
We're adding a lot of flavor in there. And then just really lightly, a little bit of cracked pepper, just a tiny bit of salt, don't need much. That's gonna go in, and we're just gonna toss this around.
Okay. And so this is, as well as all these meals that you're helping prepare for the NIHS, or the National Institute of Health and Fitness program, is one of all these other ones that you have that are really healthy, they taste good, and you guys also do snacks for the participants throughout the day. So yeah, they kind of have all aspects of a good, healthy meal that gives them that energy to do all the exercise and the things that guests and participants will be doing through the program, it sounds like.
And during the program, you're going to be hungry.
Yes.
The doctor's going to work you hard, so you're going to.
And Zumba you're doing, you're going to want to have something good.
You're going to be hungry. So a lot of the meal plans that we have, the foundation of it is based to you can eat until you choose not to eat anymore. So
as much as you want.
As much as you want. We're going to have a lot of 0-calorie foods up there that you will have your main meal, but then in addition, you can fill up and take extra to go, whatever you want to do.
That's amazing.
So we're not going to starve you. We're just going to load you with all the good stuff.
This is not a starving exercise all day program. You're going to enjoy it, and it's going to be a good time.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, what's next, Joey?
The next one, this one's really easy. It's just some kale. Kale's really good for you. It's a bitter green. You can tell with the dark green leaves. Whenever you see those dark colors, that's a sign that you should eat lots of it. This one I just blanched it really quickly for just about 10 seconds in boiling water.
Okay.
It just makes it a little more palatable, and you'll eat more of it.
All right. And any dark leafy green vegetable is always extremely good for you. Very healthy, has great vitamins and minerals in it. So what are we adding now?
This is some fennel, just sliced fennel.
Those are what the fennel beans came from.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
I'm connecting it.
You're connecting it. And these are just some segments out of one orange.
Okay.
That's going to go in.
And it looks like you cut those down a lot. Like they don't really have the skin that. Is that what you have to do, or can you just have sliced oranges that still have the
sliced oranges?
Okay.
And I've got a little extra juice. I'm just going to go ahead and add that into that stuff. And then this one again, we're going to season it real lightly.
So other than the sauce or the dressing that we're making right here, do any of these involve any cooking or grilling or anything? Do you throw that in, or is this all just?
It's somewhat optional.
You
could do this all fresh. For the vegetables, for some of them, I just like I said earlier, I blanched them quickly in water just to break them down, make them a little bit easier to eat. But you could do all this completely raw. But this would be a good thing, like just cleaning out your refrigerator. You don't have to do the same vegetables I did, but you could. It'll just give you a good foundation, handy lunch. I don't want to go to the store. You've got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can put it all together, and you've got a feel-good meal for the afternoon. So.
And Chef Joey, I like that you brought that up. Sometimes when you do want to get rid of those extra vegetables or healthy things that you may just not know really what to do with, this is a great option. You can just throw these together in a similar manner that you're doing, and you can put them to good use and still have a great healthy meal.
You can.
All right. Well, anything else to do? We're going to be right back after this quick commercial break. Do we want to do anything else?
I'm just gonna let this sauce finish up and cook down. And when we come back, I'll show you how to just put it all together.
Perfect. So about how long is this going to be doing or cooking for?
About 5 more minutes or so.
5 more minutes, and we will be right back after this quick break with more here on the Mountain Morning Show. Thanks for joining us.
She's a good-hearted